to say that.
We can do that?
I mean, you doing it, do any of those guys you
That's better than the 75 you said earlier.
I got a professional poker dealer that's going to be here Saturday. I'm going to run a game.
Yeah, I got 2 guys.
No.
So I had like a bunch of kids. So we're gonna play one Super Sunday.
Oh, he was talking to an asshole.
But his mother was there.
Alright, it's a House Rules Wednesday, January 23rd. We're back at the Bird's Eye. We got, what was that?
Favorite spot.
It's our favorite, it's
Destination.
It's like one of the locations that we do our
vacation.
Yeah, we don't always have to do it down at Harry's when we do our special guests, Dr. Longshot and Danny Downtown.
It's like Benny's used to be your favorite store, and Bird's Eye used to be your favorite spot.
Yeah.
It's the favorite place.
Yeah.
House Rules is now sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and so easy to use. And now Anchor will match you with great sponsors who will advertise your podcast. That's why we're doing it right now. Thank you, guys.
It's kind of like a job now.
Anchor.fm. FM.
Bookmark it.
Well, yeah.
Save it. Put it in your favorites.
If I don't plug it, they get upset.
Yeah, I feel like we're checking in for work now. That you got to clock in.
Well, we've made like $10 on Anchor so far. So every time you get a hit, every time it goes on a different platform, it's all about growing. But we'll see where it goes from
Like
there.
the
But
stock market.
yeah, we're like a small weed plant. We just keep getting bigger.
Weed plant.
Weed plant.
Oh, getting higher.
We're getting higher and higher. We wanted to bring you both back on because it's January 2019. We had you got a couple stories to tell us. Monkman, Vic, the Pegasus race coming up.
I think both these guys are worth some mention. They're both kind of legends in their own sense. They're both great guys. Right? The first one, Mike Messina, who actually ran the fantasy baseball league that Pat Perry got me into in 2000. 15 years ago. Monk passed last October. He had moved down to Florida, and Monk was just a really great guy. He started fantasy baseball back in the 80s. He waited for the box scores to come in the paper.
Just when the day was delivered in the afternoon.
And when the day had box scores. And then, you couldn't get the late game until the next day. And then on Sunday night, Monk would compile everything. And he'd mail the standings and the stats and double check them. I wasn't in the league then, but this.
So when it started, every week he would mail out the stats of where everybody was.
He was the commissioner. He was the guy that kept track.
That's a full time.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know what? He loved it. And Monk, they had a memorial thing for him a couple of 3 weeks ago. I listened to some of the speakers, and they were spot on. Monk was a guy that he either loved you or he hated you.
No in between.
You're either like his brother or the biggest asshole. And it's true, He used to call me after MIC. He used to call me all the time.
Don't mind. The wife talks to you every week and you jump.
I didn't really Facebook and stuff. Once in a while, dropping money off the league. He was a glutton
Yeah.
But, he was a good friend of Ronnie Adams, who's the voice of high school football on Friday nights. Yep. Ronnie's down in Florida, so we had a little trouble getting Monk, I'll tell you one quick story. I mean, he actually had a radio show that he listened to.
Really?
Yeah. And, Monk loved his herbal medicine,
Okay. Yeah.
sometimes I forget what the heck he called himself. He was an alien from outer space, you know. And I listen to some of the funniest stuff.
On air handle.
And I remember one time we were up at the Rafa Club during the baseball season. We were watching the
Oh, he
game.
got a job for me. That's how he got that connection.
Geico commercial came on with King. And Monk told me, I didn't get so freaked out. So, like 3-4 years later, I'm downtown. We're at the Salesforce, and Geico used to have a tent. They had these Geico faces.
You're gonna waste like 8
Over the months next week, I'm going to leave some money in the back door. He's not home. Just what an opportunity this is. I take some tape and I tape the face on his back. Calls me the next day. Says, we got home. I'm looking at my back window and I see his face. It's like Christmas. But he always thought about that. But anyway, shout out to the Monk, man. Always, any league he played in, he was always in the money.
Yeah.
You know, he was a baseball fanatic, great guy, great friends. So God bless him.
That's awesome. You know, I mean, you start from the beginning.
He was a pioneer of fantasy baseball.
Yeah. Which is coming up soon. You got fantasy baseball
Yeah,
starting up.
he's done a couple drafts.
Yeah.
And the other guy, right? And I knew Vic Gaston from my days when I played a lot of poker. Vic was pretty passionate about playing poker. He was always one of those guys that would tell you.
He did like to tell about the bad beats. I agree with that.
But I do remember one time he had a king high straight flush to lead they have the high hand jackpot over a 4-hour period. And I was sitting at the table. And he happened to be standing at the table watching king high. And he had a king high straight flush. Whoever has a high hand. And I had a king high straight flush. And it was hidden pretty good, so it wasn't like it was obvious. There was another guy in the I tried to fake that I had it by betting. And the guy, I checked. And then, obviously, I won the pot. But somebody said, flip the last card over. It was the ace that would have given me a royal straight flush, which would have. But I ended up splitting the jackpot with Vic. And every time I saw something, we had to talk about the strategy behind it.
That might have been the only time he ever won like gambling wise.
Anyway,
He won, but he only won 50%.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I wasn't talking to you. He told people how you screwed that time.
oh, we ended up splitting the pot. It was like $3,000 each had $15. It was good. Yeah, it was good. But if I had, he always said if we played it a little differently, the guy would have seen the last card. So,
The guy would have
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I knew it. I knew it from the poker.
Yeah, I got a quick story just about Vic, just to go off of that. So it was about last year when the Patriots were playing Tennessee Titans, and we were bullshitting about the game. He's a Titans fan, I was a Patriots fan. And I said, how are you going to take the Titans? Because I'm born to lose. That's what he said, I'm born to lose. So he put money on the Titans, even though he knew the Patriots were going to win. But that was his type of, mentality. He's like, I got to do it. This is my team. I'm like, all right.
He was a passionate dude. We played played softball with him out in East Lyman for, what was he, in his 50s?
I think Vic was
Yeah. And the last year he played, he must have been 51. He still was playing, and we played him in the championship, or right before the semi-finals, and we beat them in that series. But I mean, he would get on the field. If he wouldn't get a hit, he was jawing at you and arguing with umps. He was fiery, but at the end of the day, the game would end, and you would hate him during the game, but the game would end, and we'd go out to the parking lot and have a beer with him, and he was one of the nicest guys I met out there. So
Vic was always a lot of fun. So that's rest in peace, Monkman and Vic Gaskell. Two good guys.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
Just a quick question. Did you ever ask Monk if was it easier back in the 80s when he was doing fantasy? Or did it get easier? I mean, everybody's going to say it got easier when you had all the information.
Yeah, but there's more now. No.
Well, he also worked at Pfizer. I moved him at Pfizer. He probably had a decent lunch break where he could do some compiling.
Okay.
Really?
Monk loved fast food. Okay, one time.
So did Vic, which is funny actually.
It was like Monk. I remember one summer, Monk kind of like disappeared. Nobody could get a hold of him or anything else. The guys were calling me, have you seen Monk? Well, I said, I'm worried too. But I did go to I went and subpoenaed the drive-through video. Burger King. Nobody's seen him there either.
Yeah, definitely call me.
Actually, funny thing about Monk, it was probably easier for him back then. Because he wasn't very confused. Especially like about 2 joints before the draft.
Well, I mean, there was a time where I ran a NBA fantasy, and the USA Today printed stats on Tuesday, like for the week. So basically, you had to have the previous Tuesday's paper, and then you had the current Tuesday's paper, and you had to subtract, the stats, like the points scored, assists, rebounds, whatever it was. So then you had that player's total for the week, and then you had to divide it by the number of games they played. Like it was literally all by hand.
I mean, just think about how tough it is. Nowadays, you have everybody, you can look at the lineup, oh, this guy's hurting me, I plug this guy in.
The real-time information is crazy.
Then you're taking your gut. You're like, you know what, I think this guy's
think about pitchers.
I think
might miss a start or something.
Exactly.
Someone's sitting one day on a Thursday, you plug in someone else, you can do that back there.
Back-to-back.
Yeah.
Second game of a back-to-back, they sit guys.
So for the guys that had more feel, or were bold, or took chances, they might have either worked in their way or didn't work.
So we had for that NBA, we had an auction. We basically had like $100, and you had to fill out 10 players. Yeah. So I bid $91 on David Robinson. Oh wow! Because he was an unbelievable, triple-double. He was an offside. $1 less for the other 9 guys. But I think I won the league that year because it was like Robinson's second or third year when he was just unbelievable. But yeah, it was it worked all up too.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. I think Danny Ainge was my starting guard.
Wow.
That's how far back that goes.
Damn, I didn't know they were doing fantasy that long ago, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. But speaking of basketball, I figured we could go into, you were talking that we could talk a little bit about high school basketball with Coach Spellman here.
Absolutely. Yep. So we're in just past the midway point for the high school season. Most teams have played at least 10 games. So looking around the ECC, if you will, you've got really 3 teams that have kind of separated themselves. East Lyme, Waterford, and NFA. I think NFA's got to be in the conversation as well. East Lyme did beat NFA by 10 about a week ago, and as you guys know, East Lyme beat Waterford
on Friday night.
In overtime. So there's some parity at the top. Watford plays NFA on Friday. Actually, leaving here to go and watch NFA play a really good
True Scout.
Hartford team. So. When you look at kids that have made their mark this year, certainly the Ostrowski kid from East Lyme.
He was unbelievable in that game.
He's just so talented. His athleticism is off the charts. You just don't see that all the time. So, we've been able to see it for 4 years here. See he's going to go off. He'll go to Miami-Dade Junior College next year.
Really good.
Unless he gets an offer between now and probably March. Super kid. I got to coach him in AAU. Super family. Actually, a great story. He was adopted. He was in an orphanage in Haiti. He was adopted by the Ostrowski family. So, like 4 or 5 years old. Wow. Story there. Obviously, Coach Bernardi's had the pleasure of having him for 4 years. So it makes, good players make smart coaches. But Jeff really works his butt off to the scouts. He's out all the time. They've got some other really good players in the perimeter, and then just kind of some hard hat lunch pail kind of guys on the line team. The Waterford team, you know, I mean, the kid plays here, so you know, you can't get too biased there.
He'll probably be the ECC MVP, right?
Ostrowski, no.
All right, okay.
No, I mean, Dev he's in kind of a different class, but he's a different kind of player. Like he is an unbelievable scorer. You know, he's got some things he's got to work on, like every kid does. But you know, they beat Waterford the other night, and I think Waterford has a really good starting five. They got 5 kids that can score. You know, Brandon Hill, Spellman, O'Connell, and Sutton. You know, I don't know if you guys watched the game.
I watched the highlights.
Yeah, but when they get out and they run, they're
oh yeah, they were quick.
They're hard to guard.
What was the lead that they took? They it was like
were
13-6, or I mean, they jumped up
jumped out
pretty quick.
Yep, they're athletic, they're long.
They could press. They could,
Yeah, they can do a lot of things. So I think they lost the game, which obviously nobody likes to lose. Not necessarily it was a bad loss. Actually, if you go back to last year at this time, Eastline beat Waterford.
Yeah.
And kind of maybe punched them in the mouth a little bit, and they were able to recover. And Waterford went on and won the
Which
state title.
Mr. Esch said the minute he walked in, he was like, losing this early, it's not a bad thing.
It wasn't a bad thing, yeah. And it was, they missed like 12 free throws, but Eastline had some bad things. So I think they played him on the 12th of February.
It's at Waterford.
Yeah, it should be a really good game. The third team I mentioned, like I said, NFA. When I was coaching at Eastline, I always loved to beat NFA. I loved going up to alumni halls and just sticking it to those guys whenever I could.
With Curlin and stuff.
Yeah, he was a great coach.
Yeah.
I respect the heck out of him. But I always took the David and Goliath thing because NFA's huge.
Yeah.
They're in this league. They should. In my opinion, they should be in the CCC. Which is kind of where they belong. But whatever. I'm not charging the CIA. They've got 3 really good players. Nick Hay, another kid played for me, just super kid. For people who appreciate like the game, not watching the ball, but how players move without the ball.
Yeah.
Like Clay Thompson had like 30-something points and took 4 dribbles.
Yeah.
A little while ago. This kid Nick Hay moves without the ball. It's beautiful to watch. That comes off screens, kind of lost art. Just most kids want to just dribble.
So the James Harden,
dribble the
where
ball
they
to China, and then dribble some more. So they've also got a young kid, Mason Jackson, who's a sophomore junior, but a lot of hype around this kid right now. Has demonstrated that ability, but we'll see what happens. I didn't mention the Whalers. They're coming because you can't talk about local high school basketball now. That the record is not great, very young, but you never count them.
Yeah.
They compete. And Chop has been around.
Big game.
Chop has been around a long time. And, it's
So did I see where the ECC championships are going to be at Mohegan?
They did move it to Mohegan, yeah.
That'd be nice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the finals.
instead of just the states then, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, and just the dates opened up, so whoever gets there, it's going to be a great experience for those kids.
So is NFA, Eastline, and Waterford in the same division in ECC?
Yeah. So
I'm
the ECC, it kind of bugs the crap out of me because it's basically like a 395 league. All the way from the shore all the way to Woodstock and Portland. What they've done season in the league is they snapped it in 2, so they've got a Division 1 and a Division 2. So those 3 teams we talked about, plus Ledger, plus New London, Fitz, they're all in that Division 1. Like I said, those 3 teams have kind of separated themselves. Ledger and New London could be heard from, time will tell.
As long as there's no, reports of stabbings or whatever Legend was doing.
Yeah, that was some crazy stuff right there. Yeah. And I don't even think it had anything to do with the teams themselves. Stuff.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. But St. Bernard's, just to talk about Division 2 real quick, St. Bernard's is defending, actually 2 times, defending champ. And they're pretty good again this year. A kid named Max Lee played for Steve Lee is his dad. He's a great athlete in the NFA back in the day. Another kid just plays the game really the right way. So it's all good. The ECC was never huge, back when we were at Ledger, when I was coaching at this time. We always had to, other than London, and maybe back when Fitch, the ECC was never had much respect around the league, around the state. I can tell you, they've gone out and made some teams around. They've taken Waterford and Eastline were actually ranked in the top 10.
Waterford was 6. And
I think.
Flip-flop. They just flip-flop.
Yeah. So, it's good. It's a good time. It's a good time to be a high school basketball.
Did you guys play Notre Dame West End?
That was Eastline.
Eastline did, right?
Yeah, they haven't lost. Yeah, Eastline, to Jeff's credit, really put together a really tough schedule, and Waterford as well. They played Trumbull, they beat them. Actually going to Immaculate. Next year, you go play those Catholic schools. They can be really, really good sometimes. So yeah, it's good.
So, quick question: when you coached at Eastline, how did it feel first off to be at Eastline? And I know you've done this since your son's been there.
Yeah.
And what has changed when you were coaching high school basketball, coaching these kids at AAU?
Yeah.
Now, like, what's the difference that you would say with kids playing basketball?
So the first thing, around going back to Eastline, I've been going long now where it was my identity for a long time.
Yeah.
And I struggled when I wasn't coaching there, but it's been long enough, and I've been away from it. And it's Jeff's program now.
Yeah.
So I still root for them, with the exception when they play Waterford. I want them to do well. I know a lot of. So it's still a little weird walking in the gym, but it looks different. The floor is different, and quickly different. So it doesn't feel like I was walking back in say 2002. And I went to Waterford. I live in Waterford, so for a while I was public enemy number one when I was at Eastline, but now it's kind of gone back to the other side.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of neat. The second question around what's changed. And this may be true for every sport, but the speed and the strength and the athleticism from when I coach now is noticeable. Like kids are just bigger, stronger, faster. The skill level doesn't necessarily with it. With some kids it does, but and that's maybe because kids are working out more. Parents get a little frenetic about this stuff, or single sports. They play one sport all the time, which I don't really advocate for. I think you should.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you look at kids now, and like even my own kid, he's kind of skinny bones, but he works out enough. He's got a little bit of definition.
Tone, right.
Yeah. So I think those are probably the biggest things.
He seemed to say that when he was watching it, what I took out of it, he thinks that it's turned more just like the game of basketball. He said that he
NBA.
Noticed that the kids themselves are shooting more threes and
See, when I was in
less
high
setup
school,
plays.
like Seth Nowakowski, he was the kid from Plainfield. Like he would shoot from anywhere.
His range over half 40 was over.
Yeah, and I'm watching these kids. I'm like, man, they don't work the ball in as much. And the big man, not saying that they don't have him, but when you were coaching at Chris Winters, you had Louis Vasquez, you had Ryan Marshall, you had all these kids that you could throw the ball into, and now it's turned into it's just like the NBA.
It's a great observation because you're exactly right. Kids, that's what they watch. Right?
They watch the NBA and they want to be. Yeah.
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, guys like that. Even college players. And one of the things I noticed kind of in when my son was the range, and it doesn't matter if you're a little guy or a 6'10" guy.
Everybody shooting
guys
deep.
can all shoot now too.
Really?
Especially the European guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, who's the kid that plays for Dallas?
Doncic.
Yeah.
He's got like a step back three.
Yeah.
He's 6'10".
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just,
You're right.
And it's hard to guard.
How about the Greek freak?
Yeah.
Most of the time, even like Kevin McHale on the post would give him the ball. Now it's work the work.
And it is kind of a lost art. Back to the basket, catch, up and under.
It really is.
Mike and drill, all those things.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, not to go back and critique the Waterford Eastline, I thought Waterford had some mismatches in the post that maybe.
Well, that's what I was watching
maybe
too.
Next time they go to.
Yeah, and they let Eastline back into the game with letting them launch threes too. So
exactly, but it's a game changer because it can be like a 3 for 2.
Yeah,
and every kid thinks they can shoot, right?
I remember playing with you. We played direct lines.
Yeah.
You like to shoot.
Pass though too.
yeah.
No, but it's good. I mean, high school basketball, I love it. I always have. I kept my certification. Hopefully someday get back into it. I don't have to be a head coach, but just to stay in the game.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Now, just for the viewers and stuff, why did you step away from coaching?
It was just kind of a point in time where my own kids were in high school, and my daughter specifically, they were going to play. So it wasn't that I wanted to leave Eastline, it's just that I didn't want to miss my kids' games.
Yeah.
So it was more of a conscious decision. Yeah. And like I said before, it was tough because as a coach, that's who you become after a while. And all of a sudden now, it's, like I said, it's not my program, it's not my thing. But, that was the main reason. But I've been able to kind of get my Jones, through AAU stuff, or going up down the field and watching games. So, my kid's going to play in college. next year, so that'll be good. We'll be able to go watch him. Well, he's going to be on the team. He's going to have to run him.
Where is he going?
Ithaca.
Okay.
By the finger. Right by the finger. Right by the finger. So there's a track up there. Had nothing to do with it.
Are you sure about that? You didn't tell him to go up there, and now you can go up to the races.
It's nice weather up there. It's not snowing in September. It doesn't start till June.
But
Really?
Parents' weekend is their stakes weekend up there, so I'll be able to drop them off.
Ah,
Oh.
Wait a minute.
So
States
win-win.
weekend at Finger Lakes? Christ, on a mission to get that race.
New York there?
kill two birds with one stone with that one.
No, it's all good. Love high school hoops.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Going from hoops, we could go into quick before we're gonna talk horses and the Pegasus. AFC Championship and NFC Championship last weekend. I know that during the text you said that you didn't think it was pass interference with the Rams game. Rams have moved on. I know that they spoke about that there's some sort of rule
I think
that
it was assault. That's why. I think
Roger
it's
Goodell could
assault.
pull back. Did you see the whole thing I sent you that Madden?
I thought Madden refs are better.
Yeah, Madden actually redid it and did that actual play, and they called the penalty on it. So it was, but just over the weekend, if you watch the two games, what your thoughts were, and if the refs were bad, and who you think is going to win the Super Bowl from here, or what the game is.
Dr. Launch that thing.
I listened to Fran Tarkenton on the radio.
Yep.
It was on Lee's show.
Well, he goes on Lee's show all the time. I heard him on Sirius 125.
It's much lower than that. He saw me walk out of the gym. I was like,
He's fired up. Instead of going over stats that he sold his eyes.
High blood pressure.
So
I got to work on that.
So I would put as much into whatever Fran Tarkenton has to say as to what I think. You know, but he said if Fran Tarkenton is like a financial man, the one thing he brought up, he was in the NFL for 18 years. And he says cumulatively he made $1.3 million in 18 years. Do the math there. And he made a fortune after it. That's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he said that if you want to take your hard-earned money and bet against the New England Patriots, with Brady and Belichick, I'll throw Edelman in because I think
Oh yeah.
He was incredible.
And he says do so at your own peril.
Yeah.
Right? With Edelman, he goes into areas of the field. Some of these wide receivers don't like it.
He doesn't care.
No. See guys somewhere in there.
He gets hit, and it gets him to go further. He wants to, He wants to keep getting hit and see how many yards he can get. It doesn't bother him.
Like, on the punt, like he said, it didn't hit him. Like, as great a hands as he has, you have to believe it.
It was a crazy box.
It was a crazy.
I mean, I don't
But
know
yeah,
how
you're
he
right.
was,
We're going back to when they played Atlanta. He made the catch. So if he says it didn't hit him, did it hit him? And it didn't look like he did. But
both games were exciting.
I mean, I gotta go.
I think the Rams.
Even that hurt you with
Rams,
it's a Jets fan now.
You think the Rams?
Listen,
Bringing up the Jets.
I'm a Giants.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know if you could root for the Pats being a Jets fan.
The Jets season was over at Columbus Day.
It's true.
It's hard to go against the Patriots, and
You're going to go against them?
They
is.
proved themselves time and time again. But they did lose the Super Bowl last year, right?
Yeah.
So you think they're going to lose 2 in a row?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Rams have a little bit of destiny on their side. I think the Rams defense, like I said, I talked about before we went on air. As much as maybe Breeze might have showed his age a little bit, I thought the Rams did, and Donald and Shore and all those guys.
Oh, their records. I agree with you.
I mean, they put pressure on them, and I don't know what was wrong with Gurley. But you guys, you're fantasy football. You know as well as I do. You could, put up 200 yards and 3 scores.
It's going to be a close game. It should.
And I think Goff. I think he was, obviously nervous a little bit, but the noise. And I thought he still did a pretty good job. If that noise isn't going to be there in Atlanta, and it's going to be a good record there, I would think among the fans, certainly not as loud as it was in the world. But you're going against the old pro, and he's got his weapons, and we'll see what happens.
No, I agree with you with Sue and Goff. I mean, Goff is the only one that I would say that really,
I thought he was soft. I thought he could have ran the ball in on that one play.
Yeah.
I thought he was kind of soft and hesitant on that. But again, we learn.
Getting back to Fran Tarkenton, and he also mentioned that you were talking about the Rams defense. He also mentioned that he thinks there's something amiss with the Rams defense. The quality of the linemen that they have. I mean, what's his name? Not Sue.
Donald.
Fran Tarkenton said he's probably the best lineman in the league.
Yeah.
I think he's player of the year, right?
Yeah. Like Shaq.
But he says they just don't stop it. So,
well, I think not this year, but the year before they were. I think the number one defense in the league. I think. Not this year.
They were. The Saints were one of the better defenses.
I thought they upgraded a little bit, but like I said, what was the matter with him?
They haven't come out and said anything.
There's something wrong with his knee.
He's had issues during the year, but for some reason they don't want to disclose what's going on, and they haven't said anything in the playoffs. And then out of nowhere, C.J. Anderson just came through like a bowling ball.
Now, did he used to be on the Broncos before?
He was on the Broncos, and then this year he was on. He was picked up by the Panthers, didn't see a light of day. Picked up by Oakland, didn't even play, and then dropped him. Came to LA for the last 4 or 5 games.
Well, I'd be hard pressed to think Gurley's knee has something to do with dropping these 2 passes.
No, I agree.
So I don't know. That's what the hell.
I just find it. I find it amazing if you think about it that Brady started his career with 2001 Super Bowl 2000 and they played the Rams. February 3rd, it always doesn't land on February 3rd. Now this year, February 3rd, Rams.
Superstitious.
Is that Kurt Warner?
20.
Pats, 41-16.
That's right there. Sounds great to me. I mean, how can you go against a team that
Make it 47-16 because they don't hit the screen.
a team that in the last 19 seasons has made it to the Super Bowl 9 times? So that's almost every other year they're making it to the Super Bowl. It's
And as a Giants fan, I only remember 2.
Right, that's why he's not an NFL.
That's why he's rooting for the Rams. I got it. I see why he's rooting for the Rams.
Exactly. So you guys got a big race coming up. Well, it's a hidden race. I don't know much about this. It's the Pegasus.
We have Dan's actually been to the
I went to the very first one.
Right. So why don't you give a little history of why that race is? I mean, it's a new.
The Pegasus is
It's
new.
been around for 3 or 4 years.
This is the third year. Yeah. So one of the first of all, it's at Gulfstream Park, which is in Florida, right outside of Miami.
Yeah, between Miami and Florida.
And
I know the area.
well, they named the street after it.
They might. There will be one before I pass.
But the race itself is
You won't want to drive down.
It was born out of Frank Stronach and the Stronach Group. So they're a major player in thoroughbred racing. They own Gulfstream, they own Santa Anita. He owns
Laurel Park.
Pimlico. Yeah. They own a whole bunch of tracks across Suffolk, I believe.
Because I know there's a lot of shippers in Suffolk.
Yep.
I might be wrong.
No, but this guy, the family itself, so major players, and he likes to be involved. So he put together this race called the Pegasus, because Pegasus, the winner was the best there is. He put together this race and he picked a time in the calendar where there was kind of an opening. And it happens to be the last Saturday in January. That's where this race is picked. And it kind of falls in between the Breeders' Cup, which we've talked about, which is in November, and there's a race in Dubai, which is called the Dubai World Cup, and that's a big money race, and that's in March. So he's trying to kind of fit a void and keep those horses in training. It's met mixed reviews. So his initial concept was $16 million. I think it's $16 million. And each owner had to put up $1 million. And that was effectively the purse money. So unlike Anchor.fm, giving some sponsorship money, this race was a free plug too.
That was.
Perfect.
This race is funded by the owners, so not everyone has $1 million in their pocket or their the couch between the cushions to put this up. So there's been a little bit of movement and shaking there, but the race itself has had the best horses at the time. So the first race, and I happened to be there with Goldstein and the boys, my brother. Arrogant beat California Chrome, who at the time were the two best horses in the country. And Arrogant came out, ran a great race and beat Chrome. Last year, the second edition saw Gunrunner, who at the time was the greatest, best handicap horse in the world.
Yep.
So it's worked in terms of getting the right horse. There's been some quality, I guess, issues. So you've got, with 12 to 14 horses, you get a couple of really, really good ones, and then they're filling out the rest. People have to do it.
So it's not a big race. It's just Saturday.
It's just it's
Which
Saturday.
is a great time if you think about it.
And it's 4-year-olds. These aren't horses.
Yeah,
you
the
don't see
older
in
horses
Kentucky
handicap.
Derby or any of that, right?
Like
That's
the
a whole
Breeders'
different.
Cup Classic.
It's a whole different program.
Yeah.
Triple Crown. This is. I mean, if Justified wasn't retired, he'd be in.
This Saturday, January 26th, the Pegasus Horse Race, which he was just trying to do, plug. House Rules sponsored by Anchor. It's anchor.fm/start to join me in a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. Sorry, just go back into it.
But before Dr. Longshot's talk, it's just a great time because this week kind of sucks. It's college basketball you can watch on Saturday, and you're anticipating of the Super Bowl. So now you have this.
What about the Pro Bowl? Nobody watches the Pro Bowl?
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, just think about it. Every weekend it's built around stuff. It's before the Daytona 500.
Yep.
You're not conflicting with the Super Bowl. Everybody's in the ball here. But yeah, I mean, Tommy's ready to jump in on the field. But just real quick, the first time we went down. We got seats at the TV bar, and it was just a great time. We had a great time being in Florida at that time of year. And I don't know how we got in, but Mr. Strong threw one hell of a party up in the clubhouse afterwards because of the 10 Palms or whatever. The Palms, whatever it is up there. And we walked in, and I mean, it was just, there were showgirls, there was a DJ, there was free food, free drinks. I'll show you.
Who's we?
I'll show you a video after. It was me, my brother, Goldstein, Lance,
Horse crash.
It was unbelievable.
Just meeting you from the last couple times doing the podcast, the first time I met you, you keep going up in my book learning these stories. I thought you were a conservative guy, and hey, I'm here and you're crashing parties. And
it was unbelievable. We just walked up.
Danny Downtown, huh?
Kind of looks like real motion.
We actually saw him at the airport the next day. That was when he had Irish War. Tommy, get going on.
What I would like to say, I think this race day, golf day, has really progressed because I remember when they first.
The card is very good.
The card is tremendous on Saturday. I mean, you got stakes races from the fifth race on, all big races. Mm-hmm. The Pegasus is going to be for $9 million, so the winner gets 4 guaranteed to the winner. But the race before, now they have a Pegasus turf that would be on the grass. Whereas the Pegasus is 1.1 miles on the dirt. The Pegasus turf is 1 mile and 16.
And they've actually split that money, so that's
yes,
$10 million down 9.
So it's 7 and 9.
So some's on dirt, some's on grass. So it's split up in this race.
2 races. Two.
So that's me, Richard Lewis, and Lance at the after party.
At the after party, Richard Lewis. For
Yeah, for the Magic.
those that Richard Lewis with Danny Downtown.
Supersonics
Where's he? What's he doing now? He's out, right?
Yeah, he was in the racing. He owned somebody else owned something.
He played with Vinny Baker.
He might. Me and Tommy Durkin. That was at the after party.
Like Waldo.
Is that just me? But from dealing with meeting Danny Downtown, just starting the show.
Keep going. That's off of you.
So anyway, we'll just review 2 races. Okay, the 2 big races. And by the way, a plug for the Bird's Eye. Okay, on Saturday we've got the pool here, which we will be 9 races involved in the pool. It's the same format that we discussed with Kentucky Derby, and we actually have a got a poker game before 4
Gonna have a big poker game.
right? Got a professional dealer.
High stakes
Got
poker.
Liv coming in.
Down at Birdseye, high stakes
Yeah, well,
poker
I don't
game.
know how it should be a hoop.
Stakes are always high out here. You know.
So what time's the race kick off in poker? That's not gonna
All right, so
interrupt
the
it.
first race in the pool was at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
The last race, which is the Pegasus, the post I think is
5:34.
5:34.
Because I'm supposed to go watch Immaculate play St. Bernard's at 5:30, so I might miss the first quarter. Might miss the first quarter.
Scouting.
So anyway, so just a quick review of the grass race. I think there's better opportunity to make a little bit of money in this race than there is in the Pegasus, because there's 2 horses in the Pegasus that I just want.
Can you beat?
I mean, City of Light.
Accelerate and City of Light. They Breeders' Cup winners.
They're monsters.
Yeah.
They're freaking monsters. But I think there's a little bit better opportunity in the 11th race, the race before, on the grass. So you have some horses coming out of the Breeders' Cup. The favorite's probably going to be Yoshida. Okay, Billy Mott horse. He's a traveler. He's run in England. He's run everywhere.
Runs on the dirt and the turf.
Runs both. Yeah,
Third in the Breeders' Cup.
I think it's 4th. It's 4th race. He was behind Benavera and Accelerate. And those guys are in the classic. Mott's putting this guy back on the turf.
You said the name of it was what?
Yoshida. He'll probably be the favorite. He's a Japanese bred, very good horse.
Yoshi.
Tremendous.
I think one thing about this race, because it didn't fill, right? There's only 9 or 10 horses. Because they had talked about adding this race.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
But they didn't formally announce it until September. So if you're a trainer or an owner, you've kind of mapped out where you want your horse to be. So I think the time is too short maybe to get like some of the European horses to ship over. So I think I love turf racing. I think next year this race is going to be.
So they didn't give enough time.
Well, yeah, it's, to ship over and everything and to map it out. But I think next year this will be one kick-ass race. Not that it's not good this year, but I think next year will be even better.
But obviously I'm a big favorites guy, although sometimes.
Well, do you like Channel Maker?
I like Channel Maker, but I think Channel Maker is going to be the pace setter as well. I think Channel Maker, and it's another model. I think Channel Maker tries to go to the front. I think so. Yeah. That's the way it looks. But the horse I really like here is a horse that I invested in the Breeders' Cup.
Invested, I like what he said.
Invested.
He was 8-1. And he didn't lose, but he came in second. And he lost to Expert Eye, who's one of the top European grass horses. I really love this horse in the Breeders' Cup. He's got Joe.
You still haven't said his name.
Catapult.
I knew, but I don't know if the viewers.
He's a 9 horse.
Rosario is running them?
Rosario's on.
That's Kendall's.
That's my daughter's guy right there.
Should put Anchor ahead of
She would have married him over me.
She absolutely would have married him over you.
That's true.
Only you're a little taller.
I am taller.
Taller and more weight, huh?
Listen,
I know.
that would
No.
You would for you or for everybody?
for anybody.
Listen, if we ever do this live at Saratoga,
Oh, why would
we
it?
can get Joe Alpha.
The Saratoga Live does
Rosario
have
guys-
that.
Would you guys be okay together?
What?
I would love to go to Saratoga Live.
Rosario would already be corrupted by now.
Yeah.
If he's married to Kendall.
That's very true.
It would be awful. The
Yeah.
FBI would. So Channel Maker, another horse that I really like in this race. Again, what do you like?
So I got Yoshida, Catapult.
Well, I don't like Yoshida. I'm just saying he's going to be the favorite.
Okay. But you like Catapult.
I love Catapult. I'm going to bet Catapult.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I wanted. That's all the viewers for House Rules want to know is Dr. Longshot
The long
Stick.
shot swinging in.
If you like Yoshida, we don't want to. If you don't, we don't want to know. We want to know who you
I
like.
think Catapult's 72 right now. He's not going to go up to 50. They're going to back up Yoshida. Another horse that I like is the one, Magic Wand. It's an Irish bred horse. Yes. Yep. And she ran her Breeders' Cup. She got beat. She's coming fourth. Another one that's going to come from off the pace. And I think in this race, what I've seen so far, I think there's going to be a lot of speed in the race, okay, which actually
Sets up for Yoshida.
well,
we won't go
no. It sets up the Catapult and Magic Wand. The problem is in Gulfstream, I think this track bias has been a little bit favoring the speed. But no, this Magic Wand is
But they actually have a turf course this time of year.
correct.
Yeah, it's not so.
I mean, and I know I've been watching the race.
It's not like the Astra. It's not like this poker table right here.
And it hasn't
There's
rained down
actually
there, so it's going to be a fast. It's going to be a fast track. This horse, Magic Wand, she was running in Europe mile and a half. The distance is going to be no problem. There are horses in here that have never run a mile. It's a mile and 360. Not a mile. I think I said a mile and 66. It's a mile and 360. But there's some other horses that are, they're like nobody really knows much about. There's a Japanese bred in there. Ferrant Giroux on them, the best turf riders around. There's a Mexican horse in the next race. The next race is
14 for
We'll get to
14.
that.
So this was the first. We're talking about the first race right now.
Yeah, this is
correct?
this is race 11. It's race 11.
So it's the Pegasus turf.
So
And that goes off at what time?
Around 5.
yeah,
Maybe a little before.
4:45.
Have your picks in about 4:30.
All right, let's get to the big one.
Well,
Or is there another horse?
No,
that you
let me-
like?
Hold on, and now in this,
Is there one that you
I
haven't
don't.
talked
I'm
about?
not going to try and interrupt Dr. Longshot. But in this race, is this where you were going to pull the audible that you told me in the group chat? You said in the
No,
Pegasus, I'm taking an audible, 10-1 morning line. That's not this. That's not the race we're
Audible's
talking about.
actually the horse I like in the 12.
Okay, so for the 11th race, we can finish up.
No, Tommy owns this race.
I'm just gonna-
I'm off the turf.
I'm just going to talk about this horse for a second.
Yeah, no.
Okay, and then I'm going to give you my trifecta.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so there's a horse in here called Delta Prince. Delta Prince is actually owned by Stronach, who sponsors the
A
race.
little home cooking.
Okay, there could be
Is he ridden by Joel Rosario?
There could be a pass interference call in this race.
I kind of like that.
No, let me guess one of the Ortiz
One
brothers.
place show.
No, even better. Lonnie Dettori. All right, or Frankie Dettori, whatever. Yeah. James Jerkins, trainer. Stronach,
The Giant Killer's good son.
2 for 3, winning at Gulfstream on the turf.
Home cooking.
A second and 2 wins.
Probably will hit the board. Probably will hit the board.
I would say Delta Prince at 15-1 is probably a nice underneath.
Delta Prince, I like that. He's in
Little
the.
underneath.
He's in.
Okay. So my trifecta would be
Catapult, Magic Wand, and Delta Prince.
it's got to be Catapult, Magic Wand, and Delta Prince.
I like that.
Throwing Yoshida out, that's dangerous.
Or you can put him in there.
Yoshida.
4. You could do a super. I like the last one that you said the most because
I just like to write these down for the House Rules listeners. I'll post them and say, hey, see what goes on.
I would bet Catapult with some confidence.
Catapult would be confident.
With confidence.
Put star.
I've said that before in this show, and people are hunting me down.
Now nobody
They want
has
refunds.
it. Now nobody even listens to it.
I don't like when it comes to gambling. I don't like to tell anyone my confidence or my picks because at the end of the day, it won't work if I tell someone.
They only
They always will say,
remember the losers anyway.
"You couldn't have told me that you took that 16 parlay that hit," and be like, "Yeah, but if I told you, it wouldn't have hit."
That's right.
And I will add this, okay? I follow Gulfstream almost daily. I don't bet every race. About 3 weeks ago, I hit a race for like 3,500. A bomb with another, which I kind of pulled on my ass. It was a bomb and a bomb.
Apparently we all missed that text. Apparently, huh?
Wow.
But like that was in the House Rules. But he's right.
He is
But
right.
that's the way I feel.
No,
He probably
okay.
feels the same way. If he told me and told you, wouldn't have hit.
Let's just say it was a $660 exacta. And I had it 5 times.
Oh,
And then I had
looks like you got a new sponsor.
But I'm going to
House Rules sponsored by Dr. Longshot and his
And his picks.
his picks of the week.
I'm going to attach the caboose to the end of the train here because I haven't hit shit since.
Dr. Longshot will not be sponsoring House Rules anymore.
Let's just say I've been a little chilly.
All right, let's get to the big one.
Let's get to the
Dr. Freeze is in the house.
Dr. Freeze isn't up now. Dr. Freeze, man. I burned some money.
He was right there.
He's frozen.
He melted.
He cold as ice.
Floated heart to heart out. I thought
He got too
Kind of like
hot.
the weather here, you know?
yeah. But he took him out.
So now we're going into Pegasus.
Yep, the Pegasus.
The main race.
Race 12.
Race 12 main race, and this
Tom
is on the
Brady's number.
dirt.
How much time do we have left? Sorry, we're talking about everything.
We got about 12 minutes left.
Yeah. All right, we got plenty of time. You want to start?
I want to hear what
Yeah, sure.
you were going to say. You told me that you were going to take an audible.
Call an audible, yeah. So that's actually the name of the horse thing.
No.
So now, one thing is just that I'm all about accountability. You know, on the Brews Cup show, I did say how much I love all the three-year-olds didn't do damn thing. They actually got beat by Accelerate, who I said hadn't proven himself outside of California. Lo and behold, he goes to Kentucky and kicks the shit out of every horse that was there. So Accelerate's back here in this race tomorrow. He's, even though Justified won the Triple Crown and is clearly the three-year-old champ.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, Horse of the Year, obviously it's hard not to pick a Triple Crown winner as Horse of the Year. But Accelerate's resume is pretty darn good.
You could build a case for yourself.
Yeah, so I'd be okay either way. Obviously, the Triple Crown thing. If Farrell hadn't done it a couple years ago, he justified his hands down. But it was kind of a short resume. Anyway, where I was going with the three-year-olds, as we all know, as we've learned over the years on house rules, what's January 1st? Every horse's birthday. So 3-year-olds become 4-year-olds. Right? It doesn't matter when they were born, but that's the deal. Who the Bruins got tonight? Anybody?
You call that hockey nowadays?
So Audible, I believe, maybe the only. No, he's not. No, because the Mexican horse is before you. But Audible is a horse I'm looking at. So he ran.
Bravazzo.
And Bravazzo dance every dance too. Audible ran in the Derby and ran third. Right? It ran a really good race, ran third. That was back in May. Then he went on the shelf for a long time. I don't exactly know what was wrong with him, but it comes from money on, big money on this China Horse Club and Windstar Farms. He's trained by the top Fletcher. He came back on Breeders' Cup Day and ran a great race in the Cherokee run, won by 2 lengths, 7-furlong race. So he was kind of back in the radar again. Then he comes back at Gulfstream Park in December in Harlan's Holiday, which is a grade 3, which is actually kind of it's not a grade 1, but grade 3, still competitive, but not as. And he kind of flattened out. He finished second, but he kind of flattened out the race. He stretched out a little bit. So my opinion there is that, and it's like any athlete training, when you're off for a while, it takes you a little bit to get back to peak form. So I thought he ran a really good race in the 7 furlong. I think the field was not that great, so he won. I think the field was maybe a little bit better in that grade 3. Plus, he went longer, and I think he got tired a little bit.
He was in the slot too.
And
You got an excuse.
and it was an off track. I really like him on Saturday. I think he likes Gulfstream. He won the Florida Derby. He's the 10 Audible. He won the Florida Derby as a 3-year-old last year. He's had 3 starts at Gulfstream. He's got 2 wins in a second. He's trained by Fletcher. You mentioned Flavian Pratt, who's up on him, but that's only because Castellano and Johnny B went elsewhere. They usually get first call for Fletcher.
Yeah. Castellano does City of Light.
Yeah, so City,
the other favorites.
City of Light and Accelerator too. So I'm going to give Audible a shot. I like the 10-1. He's up against it because he hasn't run as fast. If you look at his numbers, he hasn't run as fast as some of these other horses. But I think I'm going to take the third time off the layoff. I'm going to take he likes the track. And I'm looking for value, so I'm going to take the other horse I'm looking at, and I'm flipping over time, is a horse on the outside, Pattern Recognition, who's trained by Chad Brown. So I got a little New York flair here. This is an older horse. He's 6 years old. His last 2 races, he goes to the front and he says, "Come catch me if you can." He won the Kelso. He won the Cigar Mile. He's stretching out more. But like Tom said, Gulfstream is a speed favoring track. He's on the far outside, which is going to bump his eyes up a little bit. But I'll give him a look maybe underneath. So I would maybe couple Audible, Pattern Recognition, and Accelerate. Obviously the light. I wouldn't play all 4 of them. Split them up a little bit. I'm going to play Audible to win. Root for the best. I think Gunavera is going to get a lot of action because they love that story. They love him being here. But he might close and get second or third, but I don't think he's going to win the race. But Accelerate and City of Light, it's kind of like you know, who was the best wrestler back in Ledyard back in the day? You know,
T.J. Hepburn.
Yeah, there you go. So you know, those guys are on that level. I mean, or the Kuzman kid from Fitch, right? Undefeated in his lifetime. Until somebody beats those two horses, they're the ones to beat. But to me, you know, you guys know me, I'm valuable, and that's not valuable.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I just think it's a two-horse race. It's City of Light and Accelerate. Either one of those is going to win the race. It's probably going to be the exact same. Just the
City of Light beat Accelerate, I believe.
yes.
At Oaklawn Park, and then Accelerate came back and beat them at Delmar.
Exactly. Yep.
So there's a little rivalry.
Yeah, there is some rivalry, and I'm going to throw a couple other some stuff in the monkey wrench in the gear here because Louis Saez at Gulfstream Park, he's at 24%. I mean, he's in every race.
I think they let him go at 18-1 on a Pletcher horse the other day.
I was watching the races today. He wins a freaking race.
Why didn't you have it?
Why didn't you bet it?
It's a $100 bill rate. But he's on the one. He's on Bravazzo. Bravazzo is a 4-year-old. Bravazzo ran every leg of the Triple Crown. This horse doesn't duck anymore. Lane Lucas is the trainer.
He ran 11 times as a 3. That's pretty good.
He's coming off a rest. He's getting a rest.
Nowadays, that's a lot.
Yeah. And he's getting a rest, which is good. I think he's a little dangerous. You know, he's going to have a good pace position. I'll add this.
Had 2 bullet works back in
at Gulfstream Park. You know, we've always in the past thrown away the outside posts in the grass. But the outside posts in the grass haven't been as dead like they've been in the past. Now, I don't know if there's just better horses thrown out. Who knows? But I will tell you this, that on the dirt at Gulfstream, in the sprints and the routes, and this is a route that's wild. The outside has been good. And the inside horses have been picking up the pieces pretty good. Bravazzo, Saez knows his track like it's his background. I think he puts him in a pretty good spot. He saves some ground. No, he's not going to go. He doesn't have. This is not a horse that goes to the front. This is a horse that's going to track the speed. He's probably going to stick around with City of Light and Accelerate, and then make the run.
So you like him to win?
No.
Okay, good. Because I just
But
want to
he's
let you
12
know.
he's 12
I want to let you
one.
know he hasn't won a race since last February.
That's what I'm saying.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that. He was out 11 times, but only twice got his picture taken.
I get that, but he's got Louis Saez at Gulfstream Park. And if you want to throw that guy out at Gulfstream, it's like throwing the Patriots out of the Super Bowl. Forget about it. No, Louis Saez is Tom
Knows how to win my heart.
All right?
Louis Saez.
Are you gonna let the Mexican Triple Crown?
Absolutely not. Okay?
All right.
The last horse he beat was Lebowski. I don't know who that was. That was a great
Great
movie.
Lebowski.
It was a great movie.
The dude with the white
It
Russian.
was a good movie. It was a good movie.
One of the best movies ever.
Tremendous. Yeah.
All right, so
White Russian.
So just Bravazzo, it's something to think about if you want to do a super fetch or something. Throw him in.
If you notice your boy Al Stallings, Tom's been top.
Well, and we're going to get to that. The 2-horse, forget about it. You know, City of Light, the 3. He's going to be in the exact. Right? He's going to be in the exact. There's not going to be any value. It's going to be 2-1, 5-3.
That's why
maybe 9-5.
I'm going to make the straight line.
There'll probably be 2 horses in here that are 20-5-2. Accelerate City of Light. There'll probably be 5 horses in here that are 20-1 or more. Because all the money's going one way. The horse that I would use underneath out of all of them is Seeking Soul. Johnny B. Dallas Stewart. He's one of my favorite trainers. He's had some pretty good horses.
He ran second in Clark, right? Last time.
He ran second in the Clark. He got beat by. I'm sorry, he ran third. He got beat by Lothric and Bravazzo. He got beat by City of Light the race before. But he was second. He's 3 races behind City of Light. He's another one that's coming off a little bit of a break. He's only his child's 50. 50's only
Wise Dan connections.
Exactly. Right? I think this is a nice horse to use if you're going to play a triple or super five. Tom's the tat, you can use that horse. Accelerate, we talked about another one. I think it would be a shocker if City Light accelerated 1-2. The horse I'm going to play is Gunnevera. I am. I'm going to play Gunnevera to win over the top of City of Light, and
that's why your long shots, because everybody else is going
you're going to get great value on this horse. He loves Gulfstream.
He's a late runner.
The horse,
whether or not he
8 out of 9 in the money.
Whether or not he gets to the wire.
So you can win place, show him, or you can take him to wins.
Well, I like the fact, he's an exact. You got to.
I read on TV. Antonio Snow.
Seriously.
He doesn't win, but they kidnapped the calendar. Antonio Snow, he was sitting down at the OTB with Muzzy, the great Muzzy Malone, the best handicapper. And we were talking about a horse, and it's Antonio Snow, 0 for 7. This guy's too good. And right now, he is 7 for 100. So that means he's hitting 25% in the last 3 weeks. He's on fire. That's what he is. And Gunnevera loves the track. 5-year-old.
I'm making a series.
That's what it is. Then you got the Mexican horse that's 14%. He's been 10 cents on the dollar every time Mexican City.
But
I wonder if they have a wall around that.
But you do need to call attention to that, because one of the things back when Stronach came up with this concept, he wanted to bring the best horses in the world, and it hasn't materialized. But he will get some international flair a little bit. Not that Mexico's really international, right? But as much as we're knocking this horse a little bit fun, this horse has been out 14 times, has won 14 times. And actually, his last race, he won by 10 minutes at Gulfstream Park. So it's not like you can completely discard him as a novelty. I mean, the horse is won by 10, 11, 12, 8, 6, 3. I mean, he's won by open lengths every single time. Point determined is not a sire that strikes fear in you, as a handicapper, but it is pretty good. You got Frankie Dettori who's shipping in, so adds a little bit of international intrigue.
We have no idea who this horse is running against.
I'm going to take it as
a horse has finished second.
You don't think Audible has a shot? You don't think Audible has a shot? You need to mention.
I got from you. I got Audible, pattern recognized, accelerate, City Light. He said City Light, accelerate, Bravazzo, Gunnevera.
Oh,
he also like the Mexican one.
Is there still? No,
I'm going to give you my.
We're waiting for the trifecta.
The trifecta?
Yeah. Trifecta.
Are we running out of time?
We're coming up on it.
So listen, here's the triple. All right, the big upset. Okay, because I can't promote a 9 to 5 shot. But I will say that City of Light and Accelerate will be in the mix. Okay, not getting first, and second, third. Gunnevera on top. Gunnevera at Gulfstream Park. He loves Gulfstream more than I do.
Boxer.
All right.
Gunnevera, City of Light, Accelerate.
And by the way, Dr. Longshots and Mr. Garbati will be at Gulfstream next week.
The following.
Yeah, we're going to do a little
because
fishing.
they always miss the Super Bowl pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do a little fishing first. Going over to the West Coast.
I don't know if she should be drinking in her
Coming
new
back.
car.
We'll be at the track on Friday and
Dr. Garber and Dr.
Saturday.
Text my brother.
If we got any money.
My brother will probably.
Really? Oh, he's down there, yeah.
He's not going to fish, but he'll be check also.
Give her a shot, too.
This is probably the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
So we got the Pegasus.
But I mean, you guys are just this.
No, I like how we hit
it's awesome.
everything.
We got the Pegasus on Saturday. Got a poker event going on at 4 o'clock.
Don't forget,
We're at the Bird's Eye.
Come to the Bird's Eye. We're going to have, we'll probably get some pizza, some food. It's not going to be like a big spread. Right? We're going to have some food.
You don't want the freeloaders just coming in.
Right, exactly. You
got to buy a square to get it.
Yeah, you can buy a square. There'll be squares available. Maybe you come down, you can win a few points.
Yes, that's the correct terminology. Yeah,
points. That's right.
Get in for 100 points.
Yeah.
Bird's Eye membership. That
Maybe able to
has its
win.
rewards.
And look on Instagram. Joe will be posting.
I will post
Friday
after.
probably.
I will post the show tomorrow along with. I will post Friday with the pics
With the
of
pics of
for
what they
Saturday
have.
for the Pegasus. as
Downtown
well.
Danny or Coach
Downtown
Danny.
Danny. Coach